So yeah, I would like to briefly touch on the formula before I actually show you some examples. So like you can see how the logarithm is actually related to the exponential. So they are actually inverse function of each other. As you know, they are convertible. Mm. In fact, exponential, right, in terms of the E math, we call it indices. But come to A math, we call it exponential. So you can see the form of here is the index form, or we call it exponential form. It can be converted to the logarithm. Yeah, so I think this one you know it. But there's a requirement for the index form to convert to the logarithm. It is this one. As you can see here, right, the logarithm, it has to fulfill, the b has to be more than 0, the a has to be more than 0, and the a cannot equal to 1. So in case, sometimes they'll ask you to solve the equation, or the condition for it to be valid, right, you always need to stack these three things here for the b and a. So then we will, yeah, talking about the law of logarithm, right? It's slightly lesser than the indices law. So yeah, you can have this one, log a x y, and can split them into log a x plus log a y. Common mistake is this one. A lot of students will actually confuse it and thought that the log a x y is equal to log a x times log a y. This one, be careful. It is not. And also some students will thought that is this one, the log a x plus y, which is this thing, right? They thought is equal to y plus the log a x, or maybe they thought this one. It's not true. So we only have one only lah, which is this thing. So it is actually log a x y. It must be the multiplication of the terms inside the bracket is equal to the log a x plus log a y. So similarly, we also have a division. What if it's a x divided by y? Then it will be a minus sign here. So if it's a multiplication, it's a plus. If it's a division, then it's a minus. Okay, the third one, right, is the most commonly used one. When you have a power at the x, right, you can actually bring it to the front to be this way. So be careful also that this one, right, it is not equal to log a x bracket n. Yeah. So this is another common mistake student will make. So just be careful of this. Then come to the point 4, right? We have log ax is equal to, if you want to change base. So sometimes if you want to combine multiple logarithm together, you need to change base. And so this is the format you can convert to. The c, right, is any number you can choose to put. But of course, you need to fulfill the criteria of this one for the best, that it must be more than 0 and cannot equal to 1 for this one. So that means the c has to be more than 0 and it cannot equal to 1 for the best. Yeah. So a special case you need to take note is this one, the log ax is equal to 1 over log xa. So this is something you can play around. So sometimes you will see the equation, the logarithm equation, right? You can pay attention to it. So later I will show you an example also. So these are the things you can take note. And also, right, we have this case as well. You're having a to a power of log ax. The criteria is that these two must be the same number, then you can equal to x. So like example e, right? The best is e ma, so you can convert to x. So this is something you can, one of the law also. And the last one is this one, log a1 is equal to 0, and the log aa equal to 1. Yeah, so these are the several law you can apply. So other common mistake, just now here I have mentioned, okay, this one. So bear in mind, we don't have this thing. We only have the number 1 here, okay? And then log x divided by log y, it is not equal to log a x divided by log a y also. And then this one, log a x minus y is not equal to this one. So basically, right, the common mistake here, you will realize that the terms here, right, the so-called the terms on the right-hand side, right, they are already in their simplest form. Yeah, you cannot simplify further. They are already in their simplest form, and they are not equal to the left-hand side. Okay, and then right, this part, right, I'm talking about the solving logarithm equation. So solving logarithm equation, right, there are actually few types, only two types here lah. So you can see type A, right, it is when you're having log ax equal to log ay. So since they are having same base, right, we can conclude that x is equal to y. So this is one method to solve the logarithm equation. Second method, right, is log ax. So the log ax, right, equal to b. So it's not, the right hand side is not in the logarithm form. Then you can actually convert to the exponential form. So you become x is equal to a to power b. So there are these two general type of the logarithm equation. No? So you will just simplify them and eventually to get what you want. So these are like the logarithm.